Liverpool's new superstar? Cristiano Ronaldo returning to Sporting, Ancelotti could leave Real Madrid, and Osimhen eyes a transfer from the Turkish league to the Premier League. Joan Laporta under threat of dismissal at Barcelona. All this and much more in today's episode. Hit the bell icon and subscribe. Have you done that? Then let's begin. Manchester United is making moves in the transfer market. According to sources, Erik ten Hag is pushing for a new striker during the winter transfer window. A draw against Liverpool at Anfield is a decent result, but to emerge from their current slump, the team needs fresh reinforcements. Manchester United's coaching staff is focusing on the players' physical preparation and tactical adaptation. Following defeats to Arsenal and Manchester City, it has become clear that the current squad lacks stability and depth. Ten Hag has identified several key positions that need strengthening, with the striker role being the top priority. One of United's primary targets is Victor Osimhen, currently playing on loan at Galatasaray. The club's management is reportedly prepared to terminate the loan early and pay compensation to Napoli for his transfer. According to Transfermarkt, Osimhen's value stands at €75 million. Leaving Napoli seems inevitable for the striker, making the deal more feasible. Osimhen has already proven his worth in Champions League matches, showcasing his ability to find space in opposition defenses. His speed, ball control, and aerial prowess make him an ideal candidate for the Premier League. However, negotiations between the clubs could drag on, as Napoli aims to secure the highest possible fee for their star player. Manchester United is considering including other players in the deal to reduce the overall transfer cost. For Napoli, this could be a viable solution in their current situation. Osimhen appears to be the most accessible and logical option for strengthening the Red Devils, despite Galatasaray's dissatisfaction. United may offer players like Donny van de Beek or Scott McTominay, who are not key starters. This approach would not only lighten the financial burden, but also provide Napoli with ready-to-compete players. As an alternative to Osimhen, United might consider other strikers like Dusan Vlahovic. However, the current scenario makes Victor the more suitable candidate. Vlahovic is performing well, but negotiating his transfer would take significantly more time, given Juventus's complicated relationships with other clubs. It's worth noting that Vlahovic is also attracting interest from other English clubs like Chelsea and Tottenham. His versatility and strong play in the box make him an intriguing option, but his high price tag could deter most suitors. Moving to Liverpool, they are also seeking reinforcements in attack. Sources suggest that head coach Arne Slot has set his sights on Rodrigo from Real Madrid as a replacement for Mohamed Salah. Slot's decision to focus on Rodrigo stems from his versatility. The young Brazilian can play both on the wings and centrally, making him a key piece for building an offensive game. Additionally, his age makes him a promising long-term investment. Rodrigo could serve as a universal asset for Liverpool, even if Salah remains with the team. According to Transfermarkt, his market value is approximately €100 million, and Real might consider selling him due to the club's current financial objectives. However, if the deal falls through, Slot is also eyeing other options, including players from the Bundesliga and Ligue 1. Interestingly, Liverpool is also exploring the possibility of signing Moussa Diaby from Bayer Leverkusen. Diaby has caught attention for his speed and scoring ability, becoming one of his club's leaders this season. If the Rodrigo deal fails, Diaby could become the club's main target. Rumors are circulating about Rodrigo's potential departure due to dissatisfaction. The player has already expressed interest in Manchester City, but Liverpool could be an equally attractive option for his career progression. Liverpool has reportedly contacted Rodrigo's agent to gauge his interest in a possible transfer. For Real Madrid, losing Rodrigo would be a significant blow, but the club is prepared to take this step if they can secure a quality replacement. Potential candidates include Leroy Sané from Bayern Munich and Richarlison from Tottenham. Meanwhile, at Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti's future is under debate. Reports suggest that his dismissal could become a reality if the club fails to win either La Liga or the Champions League this season. Club president Florentino Perez is considering replacements, including Xabi Alonso, who is achieving excellent results at Bayer Leverkusen. Ancelotti has faced significant criticism due to the team's instability. Despite last season's successes, fans and management expect a more convincing performance this year. A lack of trophies could mark the end of his tenure at Real Madrid. Ancelotti is facing challenges on all fronts, including the situation with Vinicius Jr. The player risks a lengthy suspension due to a recent incident, but the club is working to reduce the penalty. If Vinicius cannot play for the remainder of the season, it would be a severe blow to the team's offensive capabilities. Vinicius's situation has also highlighted disciplinary issues within the team. The club needs to focus more on psychological preparation to avoid similar incidents in the future. Vinicius has become a focal point of debate in the football community. Some see him as a victim of provocations, while others emphasize the need for him to build emotional resilience. The player must focus more on the game and pay less attention to external factors. This situation underscores Real Madrid's need for a thorough overhaul of its squad and strategy. Moving to Barcelona, internal opposition within the board is demanding the dismissal of Joan Laporta and sporting director Deco. Issues with player registrations and club management are generating serious controversies. The club continues to struggle with financial fair play, limiting its options in the transfer market. Laporta has repeatedly emphasized the need to continue reforms within the club, but critics argue that his approach is too slow. Internal conflicts within the board are worsening the situation, making the club vulnerable both on and off the pitch. Much of the pressure on Laporta stems from the situation with Joan, who was brought in on loan but has failed to meet expectations. Felix is still finding his form, but his performances in key matches have been underwhelming. Many fans believe his signing was a mistake. Among fans and experts, there's a growing sentiment that Barcelona should focus on developing their young talent instead of bringing in costly loanees. The club's academy remains one of the best globally, yet its potential is not being fully utilized. Former Barcelona presidential candidate Victor Font is calling for leadership change. He believes Laporta and his team are incapable of efficiently managing the club and modernizing its structure. His campaign for reforms continues to gain momentum. Font has also proposed concrete measures, including revising the club's financing structure and streamlining player registration processes. His plans resonate with a portion of the fan base, tired of the club's ongoing problems. Barcelona also faces a shortage of personnel in central defense. With Gerard Piqué's retirement, the club has struggled to find a replacement. The search for young defensive talent continues, but financial constraints are hindering their actions in the transfer market. One of the club's main targets is defender Jules Koundé, who has already proven his worth at Barcelona. However, his arrival hasn't resolved the club's need for additional reinforcements. Cristiano Ronaldo is reportedly considering a return to Sporting. The star could end his career at his boyhood club if they qualify for next season's Champions League. Ronaldo's return would not only be an emotional moment for fans, but also a strategic move for the club itself. Ronaldo's return to Sporting would bring the club not only attention but also financial benefits. For Cristiano, it's an opportunity to relive the thrill of major European matches. Meanwhile, in Saudi Arabia, preparations are already underway for life without their main star, with strategies to attract other top players. Neymar and Antoine Griezmann are among the top candidates to replace Ronaldo. Both players are seeking new challenges in their careers and could become central figures in a new project in the Saudi League. The Saudi League continues to grow. It is actively working to sign young talent and coaches from Europe. Thanks to Ronaldo, the league has gained massive media exposure, attracting global brands and sponsors. In the coming years, the Saudi League is expected to expand further, creating competition for Europe's top championships. This could shift the balance of power in world football and open new horizons for players and coaches. That's all for today. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss our next episode.